You know, everyone's just looking to gawk at something.
Costume designer Sasha Howell sets the stage for theater, film, and fashion.
Well, I think my style is very bold, I guess.
Entertainment value means different things to different people.
The founder of the Duluth Superior Film Festival speaks up. A film by Shane May and A Little Punk from Wino, Wisconsin. These artists and more in this edition of The Playlist.
Funding for The Playlist is provided by the citizens of Minnesota through the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Wino, Wisconsin to The Playlist.
SDCA on a Monday, grim crosses lined up since Saturday. Move all the way up, get all the way back. The English out on radio, turn the talk shows way up loud. Repeat the time, this is the borderline. Drugs and violence, bring it back and begin again. Love down, violence, bring it back and begin again. Hold down like an embassy, cops and soldiers and enemies. Drugs down, violence, bring it back and begin again. Yet I slumber poolside with my friends, colonial again. We got our way, we won the day. What's the secret cost I fear? Hid behind this fake veneer. We will find out when they kick us out. Drugs and violence, bring it back and begin again. Drugs and violence, bring it back and begin again. Hotel like an embassy, cops and soldiers and enemies. Drugs and violence, bring it back and begin again. Drugs and violence, bring it back and begin again. Drugs and violence, bring it back and begin again. Hotel like an embassy, cops and soldiers and enemies. Drugs and violence, bring it back and begin again.
This is not a test. This is not a test of the emergency broadcast system. This is your future. Your infection. Your disease. And considering the current state of events, anguish suffered since 1949. Animal pestilence and blight, micro-war, and disenfranchisement are the promises of a new day. The champions of the brave political map of Russian Caucasus, scars separating bruises, rib from rib, the heart of Dagestan, South Ossetia, from the central nervous system. There's nothing to be done but flip the switch to over. Where were we when the sun set on the Roman Empire? Drinking burnt coffee at the Den-like cafe, enhancing genes and grinding bones of those we left behind, carving roads with razor blades, brushing off the dust of all the years we lost. And after the blood ran dry, we broke our bottles to draw pictures in the flesh with fragments of fictionalities. Should we multiply the empty spaces by the square root of regret? In a house where the mirrors are painted black and bugs the size of rats swallowed through worms. Will the final episode be televised on Channel 57, censored and formatted to fit this screen? Or will it show in its entirety on Al Jazeera? Did anybody, anywhere, ever find the exit? Our closets overflow with small atrocities.
Everyone's just looking to gawk at something. I had models coming in all day to sort of fit costumes from their collections. And this is definitely going to be one of those fashion shows that's not just a practical fashion show. It's meant to kind of blow your mind a little bit and make you think outside the box of clothing, so to speak. Hold that for 1 second. Okay, so go throw that on really quick and then we'll kind of build up from there. Thank you. This is the Burning Man inspired collection. So, you know, kind of a hippie tribal feeling. We used this for hair. Isn't that beautiful? Burning Man is also kind of a crazy costume event. So they create these big elaborate pieces, like a big jellyfish head, for instance.
I'm gonna be the jelly.
That's awesome. I love you guys. Let me pin it in place and we will put something over top. I originally started working at Hancock Fabrics, and so I had the interest of just like crafting and making things with my hands. And I was sitting in an intro to theater class and somebody had mentioned, you know, props and building things for the theater, which had never even occurred to me before. And so, no joke, that day I went and switched my major that afternoon after that class. And that kind of just spiraled into this like costuming world, and you know, it's gone from working on shows all over town to like film gigs and movies, and now fashion and fashion shows. Yeah, it's kind of gotten out of control. When I'm approaching a show, I mean, first and foremost, it's definitely to the script, so whatever the script calls for or needs. But then it's kind of exciting because I get to put my own spin on things. And it's definitely a collaboration with the director, so it's not just me, it's kind of working our styles together. If is a Greek tragedy. I kind of brought steampunk to the table thinking, you know, I have no idea if they're gonna laugh me out of this room. But Tammy Ostrander, the director, was so beautifully willing to just like go with it, and we totally did it. Endgame was all about the destruction and the decay and making things look like they've been sitting around forever and they don't fit. Boing Boing was really interesting because the uniforms that we had to do in those shows were very specific. Seussical was amazing and colorful and very Disney-esque without being actual Disney. Hair. I love hair. I'm such a hippie by nature, and so it was really fun for me to like translate that into actual period things. That was probably one of my top 3s ever. Costume is a huge part. It is a very visual thing. you know, instead of it just being, oh, the clothes that they're just wearing, it gives a whole persona of, you know, that character's past and future. And so, you know, anything I can do to sort of like brighten that or maybe emblazon it on someone's mind more permanently is just where it's at, you know, for me. I kind of want to be like wacky and weird. So here's an owl. I think that's like the only thing I know how to do is to just keep trying new things and pushing the boundaries of myself and what I'm working on.
The evolution of costume. This though.
What's cool about it is everyone has that kind of like open spirit about it. Everyone's like very willing to just go with the flow and kind of like trust that it'll all work out in the end, which is exciting.
Well, we are in the studio with Richard Hansen, and he is the founder and the director of the Duluth Superior Film Festival. Richard, welcome to the playlist.
That's great to be here again.
So the film festival is now in its 5th year, and you have made some pretty exciting steps.
Yeah, that is true. This year we have decided to make every film screening free. So there will be no cost, no charge for any one of the films that are in the festival this year.
And how do you make that choice?
Well, a big part of it was we really just wanted to provide greater access to more people to attend the festival. And it's something that we've been thinking about for a while. We weren't really sure if it was something that was smart for us. But because we've gotten so much great support from the community and from our sponsors and supporters, that we just really feel like it's the right thing to do at this time.
That's pretty exciting.
Yeah, we're very excited.
Yeah.
Very excited. So
tell me a little bit, why a film festival in Duluth, Minnesota? Why are film festivals important to a community?
Well, every town that has sort of a cultural bent, who really enjoy the arts and want to sort of portray themselves that way, does want a film festival. We've got a lot of great things in our community. We've got, you know, tremendous symphony, we've got ballet, we've got a great art house cinema, we've got an incredible music scene, obviously, and a film festival is sort of a natural progression. And we've been here for 5 years now, and we've just been building in excitement, and a lot of people have been happy with the things that we've done, and we're continue to be supportive. It's really outstanding when you're able to get continued support from a community, which is obviously really important. It shows that maybe it is something that is valued here.
What do you have up your sleeve for this year's festival? What are you looking forward to?
Yeah, the big news is that the legendary actress and mental health advocate Patty Duke is going to be attending our festival this year. And, you know, many people know Patty Duke from, you know, when she was the biggest celebrity in the world back in the 50s and 60s, or the 60s, on the Patty Duke Show, and won an Academy Award at age 16, at the time the youngest person ever to win an Academy Award. But she's done so much incredible work since then, and her work as a mental health advocate has really also been a big part of her career right now. And
she'll be connected with what?
Well, the big thing is that we're, in 1972, a film was shot here in Duluth called You'll Like My Mother, and it was shot at the Glensheen Mansion. And so obviously we're going to be doing a screening of You'll Like My Mother at the Glensheen Mansion. We're going to have a nice big tent out there, and hopefully it won't snow. But the big thing is the Cinema and Zeitgeist. We're going to be doing almost all of our screenings at Cinema and Zeitgeist this year at the Teatro Zaccone and Cinema downstairs, and then we'll be in the atrium and having lots of tabling events and lots of receptions and all kinds of things like that. So centralizing the festival is another thing that's been very important to us this year.
And more opportunities to talk to other people who might have just seen that or haven't seen it yet but might later.
Exactly, rather than, you know, and it's nice to have people walking around town looking at the programs and things like that and going from venue to venue, but having it all in one place, everybody just kind of sits down and, hey, what are you looking at? What are you seeing? What are you going to see?
So where would you put the entertainment value of these films? I mean, if you haven't taken advantage of the opportunity to see these films, you know, what would persuade you to want to say, hey, it's free, yeah, I might as well go, but what am I going to see, you know?
Right, exactly. Well, entertainment value means different things to different people. You know, I want to tell you all the titles, but I can't tell you every single thing that we have. But there's really great music films. There are documentaries. There are narratives. We're going to have some edgier more challenging work in the festival as well. We'll have some shorts, we'll have some music videos, we'll have fun events at fun places, and we'll have popular things like the Patty Duke stuff is all going to be, you know, hopefully very well attended, and something out of Glen Sheen. So we try to cover a lot of area over the course of 5 days, and the films themselves will reflect that.
You're going to be a busy man.
You know, it's fun work. We love the work. That's the most important thing. And busy is good.
Yeah.
Busy is good.
Best wishes to you.
All right,
Thank you for
Karen,
taking the time.
As always, thank you.
Good luck with the
Yes.
festival.
Thank you.
The song is called Banjo. Oh, but just another bad show. We put the sticker on the banjo. We let the tipping point set to sway the newly invertebrate. B-A-N-J-O, no, we don't need another bad show. So when the better or the best bet, you find us better in the average. We'll let the tipping point sway and let the countless obliterate. B-A-N-J-O, no, we don't need another bad show. Well, Mr. Thought it was a bad joke. Who got the villain on the top show? You know the tipping point stays to render everyone's thoughts inane. B-A-N-J-O, no, we don't need another bad show.
In the studio with Marcus Matthews of Wino, Wisconsin. Welcome to the playlist.
Thanks. Thank you. Thank you for having us.
That was an awesome set.
Thanks.
How does it feel?
It feels great. This was a lot of fun.
Tell me about the sound of Wino, Wisconsin. What are you going for? What kind of influences are in there?
Well, Greg, the other singer, guitar player, and I have been playing together in rock bands for about 20 years, and we've done a lot of different things, actually. Some electronic music, some funk, soul music, and for our latest project, we just wanted to play in a really noisy, fun rock and roll band. There's only like a handful of bands in Duluth that do that anymore, so we thought there was a void, perhaps, that we could fill, and that's why we ended up sounding the way that we do. Then when we met Heather and Scott, obviously that sort of raised the stakes somewhat too. They're thunderous rock and roll players, so it really gave us the sound we were looking for.
Did they raise the stakes or raise the volume?
Both. You can't be lame with those two, because they play in American Rebels, they play in Batteries, they play in other really good rock bands, and Greg and I didn't want ours to be the band that they were horrible in. So, you know, I mean, they have reputations to protect. So, whereas Greg and I are of low character, so it doesn't really matter for us. But you know.
How long has Wino been together, and where does the name come from?
We've been together for about a year and a half, I guess. Year and a half, 2.5 years. I don't know, Karen. The time flies. But The name comes from a band that Greg had previously with Matt Milinkovich from Cars and Trucks and Amy Abst, who people know, and some other folks. And when we were putting this band together, we couldn't find a name that we liked for the rock band. And I remembered that Greg had a band called Wino, Wisconsin before, and that he had come up with the name so we wouldn't get sued or anything. And I thought it was really cool. And so we went with Wino, Wisconsin.
Who is writing the music? Where does that come from?
Greg and I write the songs. Scott and Heather make them better. Greg will bring in something, I'll bring in something. Usually we come to my place. I have a little mini studio at my house, and Greg and I will record a demo and bring it to the others, and then we'll sort of let them breathe life into it and see where it goes from there.
2 more questions.
Shoot.
One, do you prefer live or recording?
Live. Well, that was a kind of knee-jerk reaction, Karen, I'm not going to lie. I should have thought about that more carefully before answering. They're completely separate things, and they're both are enjoyable in entirely separate ways, which I know is a totally cop-out answer, but I'm more sort of artistically gratified by the recording process and the writing process than I am about playing live, because usually that's about making as big a racket and drinking and other things. So I guess I like that both things are part of the process. It works out good for me.
I understand there's a full-length EP out or ready to be released. Tell me where that is.
We have one song that's available on bandcamp.com right now. That's Banjo, we played earlier tonight, that we recorded with John Farrell here in Duluth. But we recorded a 9-song record with Rich Mattson up at Sparta Sound. It's all done, and we're going to get some vinyl press this year and hopefully have that out in the summer or early fall.
Marcus, Wino, Wisconsin, all the best to you. Thank you.
Thanks, Karen. Thanks, you guys.
This is fun. The gods man the doorways, guitars keep the people in, the shards explode, it go bang like a bomb, like a bomb, like a time test your metal.